Into the Epilady. We have the EpiPed Callus Remover next. This is incredible to get this at a $19.95 price point. We're going to show you some before and afters. This is one application later, guys. Feet, of course. Hands, if you got calluses, go for it. But it's really, oh, Deborah Lippman and I were just talking about that. You know, it's really crazy how all of a sudden it just happens. You know, you look at your heels and, well, maybe you haven't looked at your heels for a while, but it really is crazy how if you're not taking care of that dried skin, it creates that really ashy, those cracked like lines in your heel. Something like this is going to be a wonderful thing. My producer, Catherine, she said that her husband is completely obsessed with this. She said she wakes up sometimes in the middle of the night and she's like, what's that noise? And there's Jeff in the bathroom, taking care of his little heels. Hey, you know what? Good for him. Go, Jeff. I'm even a bigger fan now. So we're going to talk specifics. It's not a fun topic, but you know, when there's a tool that makes a difference, it sure helps. Hi, Laura Baker.
Hi, it's so nice to be here, Callie. It's one of those things, we all have feet, right? And no matter who you are, our feet sometimes aren't so pleasant. But now there's a very simple and easy way to get rid of the calluses. And calluses can happen for a lot of reasons. First of all, it can just be genetics, it can be diet, it can be just walking in sandals. It's summertime, and we want our feet to look the best that they possibly can with a minimum of effort, right? We don't want to be spending hours or even 10 or 15 minutes trying to scrub away in this shower maybe or over the sink, all of that dead skin that's accumulating on your heels or around your toes, or maybe it's even on your hands. Now, thanks to Epilady, a company you know and love and trust, they have brought us the EpiPed. This is a simple touch of a button technology, and as you can see right there, the head does the work. It's a mineral roller, so you don't have to worry about this being metal. It's not going to rust. It's also not going to cut you. You don't have to worry about bleeding because it's a mineral roller. So when I turn it off, there's
cheese graters,
no cheese grater being attached to your feet. When you see those in the salons coming at you, aren't you scared?
I get a little upset. I'm like, nope.
Nope. Nope. And it makes it worse, too. Those make it worse for your feet as well. So with this, you're getting the coarse head, and then you're also getting the fine smoothing head. We're giving you both of the heads inside of here. So the blue, the aqua, is the coarse head. This is for those rougher calluses that you have. And we have some before and afters to show you some pictures there. And then, of course, the purple, easy just to pop this off right there. You push the button, it pops right off. Inside here, you can see the wheel is. You line the wheel up there, and then you just pop it right back on. So easy to switch those heads. And this does all of the work, and the results speak for themselves. I mean, this is after just one application.
Yeah, one time.
And not even 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes. 5 minutes is probably for the whole foot, not just for the heel.
Yeah.
Okay?
It doesn't take long, and I love that it's both the fine and the coarse roller brushes, which, by the way, in this version, because there's other options out there, and I realize, but I think you get like a month out of a roller. I think with these, they're like 4 to 6 months.
Our rollers, we say 4 to 6 months. If you have really, really thick calluses, you're going to be more closer to the 4 end, because you're going to be using them more often, right?
That makes sense.
But if you have what normal people have, they'll actually be closer to the 6-month end.
Do you
where they're
recommend
going to last
soaking
you.
your feet before
Absolutely
you use this?
not. No, you just use these right there on dry feet. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop my feet right up here for you.
Oh, look at you
and I'm going to show you. I know, so you have to excuse me. I have a little scar there because I had a little blister. I was wearing some cute shoes that I shouldn't have been wearing for a little too long. But because they were cute little sandals, look at what happened here. I have this dry feet right there. I was walking all through New York, and I mean, look at how it's just already. It feels great because I wore these sandals all weekend walking through the streets, and my feet just got drier and drier and drier. And you can see how it's all dropping off here on the black underneath.
God bless you for just
I know.
Put it all out there on national TV. Go, Laura. You go, girl.
It takes a little bit of glory here. But the great thing is that I don't have to worry about hurting myself because it's not painful at all. It's easy to use, it's simple to use, and it's doing the work for me. And, by the way, you don't want to push down hard. If you push down hard, guess what? It's sort of a safety feature built into it.
It stops.
It stops.
Yeah,
yes.
I like that.
So you'll actually hear the head change noise a little bit, and it's sort of that warning saying, don't need to push down so hard, you can push down a little bit lighter. But if you're going to continue to push down, it will actually stop. So then you know, just loosen up your grip and let the unit do the work.
This is $10 off. We've done this at $29.95, and it blows the phone rooms up. It's just a great product, and especially right now. Summer officially began yesterday. If you're still walking around like, oh gosh, you know, I really should go get a pedi. You know what? Pedis are expensive. Something like this, you own it, you've got it for whenever. It could be that last minute, like, oh, I'm throwing on that cute pair of sandals, but my feet aren't looking too cute. And I love that guys use this.
And also notice you have a protective head on there. So that travel head goes right there with you. You can throw it. It runs on 2 AA batteries. It just slides right open on the inside. So you have 2 AA's. No worrying about recharging. No worrying about having to plug it in. No worry about having to, it's going to die on you. Comes with the extra head. So this is the fine head that you're getting with the smoothing touch. And then this is the coarse for that rough, dry skin that you have. Now, whether that rough, dry skin is on your ankle, maybe it's on your feet. I have a big problem with the tips of my toes.
And you know,
the tips of my toes. And when you go to the salon, you know what happens when you get a pedicure? They never, ever do the tips of your toes. Even if you ask them, they won't do it. So, by the way, there's where the batteries are right there. It just slides right back in. So, and if you have really bad calluses, have you noticed that they're charging you extra in the salons to get rid of them?
They do.
So they'll do like
Posters
a basic little scrub.
Mm-hmm.
But for extra bad calluses, then they charge you more money. Well, this is at a price that, I mean, take 2 calluses and you've paid for this.
Yeah, I was going to say this. Is it like $5 to $10?
It's about $5 to $10. $10 for a lot of the ones that you see when they start to crack. And those, which, I mean, how many of us have those, right?
It's, have you ever noticed somebody? I saw somebody on the airplane the last trip I took, and it was like, oh, she was wearing a pair of nice sports sandals, but, oh, you could tell it looked like it didn't feel so good.
And it hurts. It's painful. It really is.
Let's look at some reviews here, because this is a big customer pick when it was $10 more. Easy to handle, does the trick, leaves your feet smooth and callus-free. Easy, simple, amazing. Like that one. How about another one? I have tried many pedi products before, and this is by far the most effective and affordable. The results were instant, and it was very easy to operate. Highly recommend for anyone who wants their feet smooth at all times. Oh, we should have smooth feet at all times. Men and women alike, boys and girls, we should all have it.
I mean, well, you look down at your feet, you feel like you're sliding into your shoes. Maybe you're sliding into bed and it's catching on the sheets, and you realize that your feet don't feel so good. Or you look down in your sandals and you're all dressed up. You've done your hair, you've done your makeup, you put on a beautiful outfit, and your feet don't look good. All right, and then beyond that, they start to not feel good as well. They start to actually physically hurt. And that's the thing, is it doesn't actually have to happen. You can sit there ever so easily, ever so gently, take care of it in just a matter of minutes. You're not sitting there putting on your socks and saying, okay, I'm going to put on lots of lotion tonight. I'm going to wear socks to bed, and hopefully by the time I wake up in the morning, my feet will look like baby's feet. It never happens, because the lotion that you're putting on can't reach the skin if you have, it's basically a barrier. All of that dead skin on top is a blocking barrier for any of the lotions you're trying to put on your feet. And you want that to be able to penetrate in. So if you've got a blockage there, then it's not going to be able to happen. This way you can get rid of all that dead skin. And look at what I've done right here. See? Look at all that dead skin that just came off in just a matter of, I mean, I wasn't even using it the entire time here. So just a matter of minutes, and now the peeling that I had going on my toe, look at how smooth that is. Now I'm going to switch
Deborah Lippmann cuticle oil.
That'd be wonderful.
Right? Once you get rid of all that dead stuff, I mean, because you said it creates a barrier. So if you're spending any money on lotions of any kind or cuticle oils, kind of a waste. But now that you've got them all smooth and clean, and that sexy finish is just going to add that nice little shimmer with the oil. We'll try hook you up.
That'll be nice and smooth there. And then, you know, the thing is too is that you can just press the button. So anybody that you have in your life who has dexterity issues, somebody who doesn't want to get in the car all the time, and but they still have to get their feet done, you can give this to them. You can do it for them, or they are able to actually so easily and so simply do it themselves. By the way, it lasts 4 to 6 months, and it's easy to clean, because all you have to do is pop that head right off, and then you take this part and just run it under the faucet in the sink, and then let it dry. Then you can pop it right back on. And then this is the finishing.
Yes. You get both of them.
You get both of them with it. So we'll put the finishing on, and notice how it just pops right there. Then I'm going to go back to my foot, because I did the course because I had some really bad dead skin going on in the course. Now I'm going to take the finishing and just finish that off and have a nice smooth thing. Oh, I didn't pop that in properly. Ready? There.
That's
what
it.
I just popped it in wrong. Yeah, so you can see right there.
Snap.
So now it's just a snap.
Literally a
goes
snap.
right in, and then you go in like that, and you are good to go right there. So
some of these before and afters, honestly, I feel sorry for these people, because, you know, maybe I don't know. Some of us don't have access to the kinds of, you know, expensive things. I certainly know going on for a regular pedicure is not something that can be squeezed into my budget, you know.
Well,
I like to extend that maybe
a full
once in a while.
pedicure. You don't even need a full pedicure. Like, I can't, the last time I had my toes done was about 3 weeks ago. My toenail polish still looks pretty good. Okay, I don't actually need a new pedicure. What I needed was that dead skin that's building up in between your pedicure visits.
I hate to say it, but you're right.
And I don't need to spend another $30 on the pedicure.
Exactly.
All I needed was to get the dead skin removed, to get those calluses removed, and to be able to keep up with that. Well, this is great for your in-between the pedicures. Or if you are a lady who listen, I love my pedicures. I'm right there along with you. It's kind of a pampering. It's some downtime for me. I get to relax and enjoy myself and read a magazine that I would never read at any other time in my life, because that's the only time that I allow myself to have the downtime. But what I do is I take this with me, because like you said, Callie, I do not want them taking anything metal or any chances of them cutting my feet in between. I also don't like soaking my feet in the bends, because I find that to be a little bit disgusting where everybody else is soaking their feet.
I always wonder about that. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know how clean they are, and it just kind of bothers me, right? So what I do is I tell them no, and just wipe down my feet, because I know, you know, they want to be a little sanitary, so they wipe down my feet, and they use this on the dry, and then they still do the massage. They do this on my dry feet,
that is the
and
best.
still do this on the massage. So I let them do the work, even though it's so easy.
I know.
But really, I'm going because I feel like they paint my nails better than I do.
Well, I don't get it.
Oh, it's this little spa. I don't know.
But you know what? This is like your own little spa at home. You know, it really is. You know, just have it in the drawer. It operates on a battery, 2 batteries.
It runs on two AA batteries, so everybody has that in the drawers.
Yeah. There you go. And this is how easy. Oh, it's every time I see this, I feel like this person just lost 5 pounds. 5 pounds of gross, dry skin that turns to dust thanks to the Epilady. And this is the EpiPed. We've never done this, to my knowledge, at this low of a price.
We have never, ever done this for a fact at this low of a price. And I promise you that after today, we won't ever do it again. I know.
Really?
That. Yes. I spoke personally with the EpiPed and Epilady people today, and they told me that they went to their bottom lowest at this, and we're never going to see it again.
I'm not surprised. This is I mean, so $10 off at this price point is a big savings.
And the quality that you're getting in this. There's a lot of different types of things in the market, right? But the quality that you're getting in this one is different than what you're getting in the others. This is really a nice product. It's not so heavy that it's not comfortable to hold in your hand. It's actually ergonomically correct. So it's very comfortable to hold in your hand. But by the same token, you also know that it's sturdy and it is going to do the job that you need it to do for you. Each of these heads is not going to fall apart. They're going to last you 4 to 6 months. The others sort of just start to dissipate after a month or two, because you can really see the difference. They even start to peel, because this is a mineral inside of here on this mineral head. So you don't have to worry about rusting.
It's not like a piece of sandpaper around the roller.
It's not a piece of sandpaper glued onto the roller. This is actually a mineral head in here. So all you have to do is take it underneath the faucet and rinse it, and you're good to go the next time. I don't even rinse mine in between every single one, to tell you the truth. I probably am due for a little rinse at this point. You can tell how often I use it. I use it pretty often. So, but the nice part is that when it's right there and it's so handy and it's so easy to use, you actually do use it. It's not one of those tools that you say, oh, I'm not going to buy all that. You use it because it does the job. It does it simply. It does it quickly. It does it easily.
Well, for my producer, who is, I love her to death, and she is total fashionista. She's all about the girly girl stuff. And her husband's this, like, he's incredible. He's so talented. He's a hard worker. He's like building furniture for their house, I think. He's always doing something on house. But to hear that he sneaks into the bathroom in the middle of the night to use this is the cutest thing ever.
And I think it's adorable. Great for the men, great for the women, great for all ages. My mom uses it on my dad, actually, because his calluses are so bad. And for years, she would try to get him to go into one of the salons to get his toes done, and he just wouldn't step foot in there. He's just not, you know, he's just not that kind of man. He's just not. He's a very manly man. And so he won't go into a salon. He doesn't feel comfortable. But to use this in the privacy of his own home, so his feet look good, and makes my mom happier, you know, keeps everything kosher. Keeps it all going
I like
well.
that idea. Whatever, you know, keeps a couple together, you know, giving each other a little treatment, little beauty treatment like this. How sweet is that?
And then you don't feel it when you kick your leg over the other person in the middle of the night and you go to snuggle. It's not scratchy, and we all know what I'm talking about, right?